Hello and welcome to News 18 Sosa. I am Chirag Sehgal and our guests today are three celebs who are going to hit the box office very soon with their movie Hit the First Case. Please welcome Rajkummar Rao, Sanya Malhotra and the captain of the ship, Dr. Shailesh. Thank you so much guys for joining us. How are you?
We are good. Thank you, Chirag, for having us.
Shailesh sir, I want to begin with you. You directed the original movie also, the Telugu one, and now the remake. Does that make your job easy or difficult?
To be honest, I feel that it makes it a little difficult because I wanted to treat it as a new film. So, if I had to just copy and paste it, it would have been a much easier job. For which I don't think they need an original director for that. Yeah. I think I had to retain the soul of the film and also what worked in the film, at the same time present it in a very new way. So my communication to the actor has to be different, the place where I'm setting it, the way people are going to be in the film, everything has to be different, otherwise there's no point, I felt. So it is a little difficult than just copying what was there. Yeah.
Rajkummar, I'm sure you have answered this question 100 times by now, that you are playing an intense character in the movie. But is it difficult to play such a character on screen?
It is. You know, it could have been easy to just fake it. But then that's not who I am. I really like to prepare for my character, really like to go deep down his psyche and then work on his physical aspects. But I enjoy it. I think before this, I would say the most intense character that I played was in Omerta. After that, I think this is the one. But this one is very human also because he's a police officer, he's a cop. But also the whole trauma of his, the mental trauma that he's going through, the baggage that he's carrying. That was something which I thought was beautifully, tied together with the whole story, and that's something which made him very human. Something that we all have, we all have seen in our lives somewhere or the other. There was of course research needed for that, homework needed for that, and Shailesh wrote this beautiful script, and he researched so much while writing this character and the characters and the story. I think there was a lot which was already there. So I won't say it's easy or tough. I think every character is tough. It depends on how you see it, what your intentions are with that character. You can just go and just hear your lines and come back also. Nothing would change. But as long as you're doing it for yourself, you want to push yourself as an actor, you want to take the challenges and grow as an actor, then you take it seriously, then it's not easy.
Yeah. Sanya, I personally feel we saw very little of yours in the trailer, but then you're also the backbone of the movie, the backbone of Rajkumar's character in the movie. That's what the trailer presents.
She's the backbone of the story, actually.
What new are you bringing in for your fans this time?
What new? I think with every character that I play or every script that I pick up, that is my intention as an actor, to do something new. Also, my biggest fear as an actor is to repeat myself. So I hope I got something new as an actor with Neha and in Hit too. I'm just hoping. I did my homework. I did whatever I had to as an actor for prep. I hope Shailesh is happy with what I did in the film. That matters to me the most. And I hope that translates on screen and even audience can see it. I don't know what different I've done, but I've done my homework. मुझे ये पता है कि this is the thing that I could control, doing my job right, and I did that.
जैसे as an actor, पिछले 2 सालों में movies का release were getting delayed और pile up हो गया. Now in this way we have back-to-back releases. As an actor, does that add pressure on you because there's so many movies, there are box office clashes. Otherwise also, as an actor, do you somewhere do you feel that fear कि पता नहीं box office पे काम करेगा या नहीं?
I think that was always the case. Even before pandemic, we had so many releases. There are only 52 Fridays, and we make some hundreds of films every year. So that pressure was always there, but you have to, choose your battles. When we decided, the makers decided that they would come in theaters, then I'm sure because there's also a film which should be experienced only in a community viewing. Thrillers are something which you watch it with the whole audience in a theater. That's so exciting. That gives you thrill, the chills that you experience on screen with the audience. That experience you cannot recreate sitting at home. Yeah.
Shailesh sir, is there some mantra for filmmaking? Okay, this is what you follow, and then movie will be a hit.
Is that question you're asking generally, or
generally.
Do I follow something?
that you follow, or generally?
Name the movie. I think if somebody could crack it, I think they would just be making all successful films. I think nobody has cracked it until now. That's the beauty of making a film, I feel, that you make what you believe in and you leave the rest to the audience and see how they take it. I guess that's the beauty of filmmaking. I guess the day when I crack the technique of making successful film every single time, I think I'll lose the kick of making films, I think.
Yeah, there's a hit, there's a miss.
Yeah.
Hit, miss.
Like in the trailer, we saw you're also dealing in the movie with post-traumatic stress. कई बार, like most of the times, एक actor अपने किरदार में इतना घुस जाते हैं, उससे बाहर आना is very difficult. Did that happen with you too?
In the scenes, yes, but in life, no. Once you're done with the film, then it's, you very naturally you move out of it. Of course, for 2-3 months, you're in that subconsciously trying to live that part very truthfully. So it takes some time, but I won't say, it takes months. No, that doesn't happen with me, for sure. Once you're out of that mind space, once you're out of that physical look, then in a couple of days you're out of it. You miss that part, because for 2 months you every day are going on set, playing that character. So you missed playing that character. Like I missed playing Vikram, I missed being Vikram on set. But eventually that's the job. You need to finish it and then move on to the next one.
Sanya, for you, I'll say it has been hits after hits. Dangal, Paglet, Badhaio. Every movie is something that has won audience's heart. Do you feel that there's certain pressure on you because of that also, कि next script मुझे बहुत consciously ऐसा चुनना होगा so that it does not fall flat on the audience's expectation?
That is not the pressure that I take at all. My job is to do my homework right and convince myself that I am that character, and in that whole process hoping that the audience also gets convinced.
Yeah. Rajkummar, one thing I really wanted to talk to you was about your wedding. Like we saw there was this video in which you asked Patralekha to apply sindoor. That was a beautiful gesture, everybody loved it. But then, for example, like every follower on social media might not be a fan. Did you read or did you come across anybody who was like, "Arey, ye kya kar raha hai?"
No, not really. I didn't really read all the comments, but I know a lot of people picked it up and there were a lot of articles being written, and in a good way. People appreciated that, and that was something which was very impulsive. Like none of us planned it. I'm somebody who really believes in equality. I don't see the other gender that he or she is like like any different or below me. I really treat everything as, I think we both are equals, and that's how it should be. Partners should be just so yeah. So basically, it was very impulsive. It wasn't planned, but I'm glad it happened because I'm hoping that somewhere it has touched people's heart and it can change somebody somewhere.
Sanya, with regard to you, how do you handle this social media pressure?
I do not take any. I'm going to repeat
Any
myself.
kind of pressure.
Yeah.
But you read comments, negative comments.
I used to read comments, and then I was at an interview with other actors. They're all my seniors, and when I said this, that I read my comments, they all got like really shocked, and they suggested that I shouldn't, and I took that advice and I have stopped reading the comments, and it has changed my life. So I think what I do is I have boundaries with social media, like not reading comments and not really caring about, that I do care about other people's opinions, but they're the people who have faces in my life, like my family and my loved ones. Apart from that, I don't listen to what others have to say.
But say if somebody from your family or your parents, do they get bothered with all of these?
Yeah, my mother sometimes read, like she even tells me कि अभी इनका reply कर दो
Even my brother.
Yeah, इनका reply कर दो, इसका बस reply कर दो एक. तो मैं मम्मा को बोलती हूँ कि no, that is my rule, as I have this boundary, then I'm not going to read or reply or comment on it. Sometimes I do, but then I know कहाँ रुकना है, मतलब not to cross that line, not to scroll further down. But honestly, I'm very blessed. I do not get bad comments. Like all the sentiments that I have on my social media are pretty much nice and positive, which I really appreciate. That people on social media really give me a lot of love.
Yeah. Shailaji, in recent times, we saw this debate erupting up, North versus South, ye Bollywood plus South cinema. As somebody who has directed a movie in Telugu and then remaking it again for Bollywood, do you see that there's a difference between how these two industries work?
I feel that honestly I didn't find a lot of difference because both the teams that I worked with were very sorted teams. Yeah. So I guess they knew what they were doing. Like in terms of like the technicians I associate with, most of my technicians are the ones who made the original hit as well. So that part was the same for me. But then even the production wise, I feel down south also I worked with a very sorted production house, and here it was an equally amazing experience for me. So as of now, I didn't find any difference in the way these people function.
Can I add? Yeah. Because I have worked like in Bollywood and then I have worked with you. The only difference is that there is edit going on set. Yeah, while you're shooting, that makes the process faster.
Yeah, that's his process. Yeah,
yeah, that's his process too, and it's like that's some clarity that you have as a director.
Yeah.
It's so helpful.
Also a lot of time.
Yeah, and energy as an actor. Yeah.
So as actors, you feel yes, there's a difference in working, for example.
No, on his set I could feel that. Sabke साथ तो काम नहीं किया, तो I can't say much. But I haven't seen any other Bollywood director editing their scenes, the scenes that they're shooting on the spot.
I think just adding to that, I think it just comes from the way you write it also. Like if you're writing your edit while you're writing the script, like if you're writing your transitions, if you're writing how the scene intercuts and all that, if it's there in your writing, I think it becomes much easier to replicate that and give a director's cut to your editor so that they have a very clear vision of what the director wants. I think it comes from that space, yeah.
But recently I was talking to one of the other Bollywood writers and he said, agar Shah Rukh Khan ne KGF kara hota, to audience would not have accepted it. Do you think that also comes into light then, ki audience nahi accept karegi?
I think it all depends on the story that you're saying, the world you're building, and how honest you are to that world that you're building. I think that's I feel some actors suit some part and some actors might not suit some part. So I think it's a work of a director to make sure that you cast somebody who fits into your script, and you just be honest to that gut feeling that this is a guy who will do justice to what I've written. Yeah. Then I think people will accept it. Yeah.
Before we wrap up, one reason from each one of you on why should people go to theatres on July 15 and watch Hit the First Case?
I would say because as a country we love watching thrillers, suspense dramas, and Hit being one of the best suspense thrillers that I have seen as a film lover. Though it's my own film, but I've seen it and I totally loved it. It's a very fast-paced, it will keep you hooked. So I think it's a film which you should experience only in theatres with the audience. So please go watch it on 15 July.
Sanya?
If I have to pick one, that would be Rajkummar Rao and his brilliant performance in Hit. Go watch it because I think he has done a very good job as Vikram.
Shailesh?
Go to the theatres to forget what is happening in your life for 2 hours. It will just keep you at the edge of your seat for a couple of hours, and it will entertain you. Every 10 minutes there is something to cheer for, something that will surprise you. So go and watch it in theatres.
Thank you so much guys for joining us. It was wonderful talking to you. I'm sure people will love your movie and it will be a hit. Thank you so much.